better get started. All right, welcome everybody. We have our strength, right? Get started on a Monday in August.
Yes.
Never miss a Monday. Not the entire month of August. I don't care if you're on vacation, what you got going on.
Get it done.
Coach says, got to get it done. So for today's exercises, we have done most of these in the past. Some of them we're revisiting. Some of them we're just tweaking a little bit.
Yeah.
So hopefully, again, there's only so much that you can do at home. What we're trying to do is put our brains together and figure out some variations to just make them a little bit more fun, a little bit more interesting, a little bit more challenging for you guys. Got to have those modifications and progressions available for you at home. What we are going to use, you'll need your resistance band. Lighter to medium is probably going to be best, I think, for this one. There's a lot of smaller muscles that we're working on for these. You will need a slider of some sort. It could be paper plates. It could be the actual furniture movers, something like that. And then you will need some way to elevate your body. Could be your Bosu Sport, could be pillows. You want something a little bit softer, so don't use like your step stool from the kitchen. You'll see why that is not going to be a good option for you. So, as always, Coach, we have got to get warmed up. Jumping jacks, heel claps, crisscrosses. We're going to knock out 10 of each of those. Nice and tall already, and let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Arms out in front. Open that chest up. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms wide, feet wide. Crisscross in the middle. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Kettlebell windmill. This is what I typically like to have our members or our clients right in front of us because there's some intricacies to this. This is one where sometimes it looks right, but it doesn't always feel right. So where are you supposed to feel this one? You might feel it in the inner thigh of one leg. You might feel it in the glute and hamstrings. You might even feel it a little bit through these ribs. Where don't you want to feel it? Anywhere in the lower back, okay? So the movement patterns, your feet are going to be shoulder width apart. Commonly, I see people start way too wide. Shoulder width apart, and then we turn one toe out 45 degrees. That same side, the hand is down. The other side, the hand is up. And what we're going to do is push our hip back. So think of a deadlift going out to the side, okay? A lot of people look at it as kind of a cartwheel. We don't want to actually bend and around or like the old Gene Fonda. I just give Bob. He's gonna be like, hey, look at this, right? Screenshot. And so you're gonna slide out. I'm looking at this top hand the whole time, and then I'm pushing through my feet to stand back up. Just like a deadlift, we push through our feet. We don't lift with our back. So, when we grab a hold, whatever leg is turned out, that's the one we're going to shift to, and then back up. Okay? The leg that's out to the 45 degrees, that's the hand that we're going to, and back up. We're going to do that for 45 seconds, one side, then we'll get the other side. Cool? All right. I see you starting on the left hand. All right, good. Let's rock and roll.
All right, do you need your stopwatch?
Oh, I do need a stopwatch. I feel naked without my stopwatch. 45. I know, normally I have it all the time. 45 seconds. Turn that palm out, wrist out, ready, and begin. Shift and stand up. Shift and up. Slow and controlled. You will never see anybody do this for speed. if you see that, immediately unfollow them. They are terrible at what they're doing. This one is slow and controlled. Oh, it's a great posture stability. You start to feel muscles in the body you didn't even know you had. And time, I think, yes.
Ooh.
Holy moly.
That's something else. Whew.
All right. This is got the Olympics. We got all kinds of stuff happening this month. It's like, one thing I love about the Olympics is a lot of times we're like, oh, we don't want to train, and they don't have that option.
No.
It is.
It's go time.
It's go time. It's train or someone else is taking your spot.
Yeah, your medal.
Ready and begin. Ooh.
So much concentration.
I know. I'm looking at the clock. I'm wondering why my arm doesn't reach as high on this side. I'm trying to get good form. And time.
It's like the longest 45 seconds
Right?
ever.
Ooh, slow and controlled. All right. Yeah, in the Olympics, if you don't train, somebody's going to take your spot on the team, somebody's going to take your medal. It's the same thing in life, right? People who are fitter, people who are more fit have more confidence. And studies have shown that people who have more confidence have better jobs, higher paying jobs. So you can train or somebody's going to take that opportunity from you. Yeah. So, all right, other side.
Other side, let's do it. Side 2. All right, let's set 2.
Ready and begin.
All right, this is where we have our groove dialed in.
Push that butt back like you're shutting the car door. Push into those feet. Make sure that you remember, push straight down. As you push straight down, you will come straight up. And time. Holy wiggle.
Boy, this will get you warmed up.
This will get you warmed up. Yep.
Full body.
Don't you be yawning in here.
I know, I'm like, need to breathe more.
Don't you be yawning. Everybody at home will start yawning. That's not good. We want to pump the energy. Ready and begin. This is our last one of these. If you're feeling it in the lower back, maybe lower the weight or do it unweighted until you get that movement pattern.
Yeah, it's kind of inopportune timing for us to say that now, but yeah, a lot of times when we start this, for new folks, no weights are perfect.
If you hear Coach and I talk a lot of times, we will use the word movement pattern versus exercise. Because that's how we look at everything, is a movement pattern. This kettlebell windmill is a very specific time, is a very specific movement pattern. And it's several movement patterns all together. And that's what makes it a little bit complex. Yeah. So you got to have the hip each side. You got to be able to have that mobility. You got to have that shoulder reach. There's all kinds of stuff going on in it, which is why I love it in that 1A, 1B category.
Keep it slow and controlled.
All right. So now we're going to go to our strength. Again, keeping that slow and controlled tempo. Make sure that you're giving yourself adequate rest. So if you can see our timer, great. If you have a little clock where you're working out, look at that, use that. But right here, we have a incline. I'm using pillows. Kuchini's going to use the much more sophisticated. We're going to incline up, okay? So I'm going to actually scoot this in a little bit more. And what we're going to do is our 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 chest press. And so those of you that have been doing our online training, you kind of know what that means. For those of you that are new, you don't know. And so what you're going to do is a half rep. So that's about halfway up for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on my 5th one, I press. Then I'm going to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And on the last one, it's just a full rep. Mm-hmm. Then I'll take it over to the other side, and I'll do the same thing on the other side. So there is a lot of core involved in this one. A whole lot of core. There's a lot of time under tension. So choose the correct weight.
And start non-dominant side.
Start non-dominant side,
so
yes.
So you know that it will work out for you. All right, Coach. Let's go ahead and start that timer. So 4 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
You'll get 3, well, probably more on the 3.
3 side, maybe
sets.
even a 2 side, 2 sets each side. Yeah.
Resting in between. All right, here we go. And begin.
Because they are going to be slow and controlled. You're getting a lot of volume in, because though we're not counting those half reps count.
And by the way, which I might even do, if you're kind of halfway between a weight, you can hold one hand under the handle, one under the bell, and that might make it more manageable if that weight's just a little bit on the heavy side. Of course, if you have a dumbbell, well, you can hold it end to end also. But
yeah, it just makes it a little bit more narrow. This is one where we commonly hear members, or we see comments, my neck gets so sore, my neck gets stiff. You don't want to rest your neck on anything. Lighten the weight. Your neck is a muscle.
Right.
It will strengthen. If you constantly have your neck being supported by something, a bench or the floor, then it's not going to get stronger. Whew.
Woo! Feel those shoulders and the chest.
Yeah. My hips even sometimes want to lift up off the ground. I really have to use my core to
Anchor down.
anchor down.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right. Man, I really.
My heart rate was, normally it doesn't get jacked from a chest press.
Yeah, I think it's the volume of this.
Yeah.
Really.
That have to, well, I'm going to try your methodology here.
Yeah, I like it because I feel like I can get a little more,
You have to
a little
fold.
more out of it. This is one that I like too because you don't need a very heavy weight to make it challenging.
Yeah, it's a lot of volume.
Which for a lot of us with our home gym, we might not have those real heavy, challenging weights. So
Woo.
this is one way that it can be challenging.
Even in the gym, I don't often like the really, really heavy
Yeah.
weights.
Only for leg work.
Only from a deadlift.
Yeah, deadlifts, bring it on.
That's about it. Squats, yeah, I'm pretty good light.
Oh, my quad. It's like, it doesn't feel like it should be that heavy, but
Yeah.
it gets you. The volume
And the
gets you.
core is really fatiguing as well. When you use a lot of the core in there, it's going to start depleting that energy.
All right, so we're down to 40 seconds.
I might do 3 on one
I was
side,
gonna
3
say,
on
how
the
long
other.
you'll get all of them in.
I'll just do the 3 rep, the 2 rep, and the 1 rep. And then I'll switch. Three rep. 2 rep. 1 rep. Woo! Yeah, I am feeling that.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to move my pillows to avoid me wanting to take a nap. The next one, you're going to use your slides. We are going to do a leg curl variation. I know a lot of people just immediately turn it off. They're like, nope, not doing that again. Variation. So if you're new to the leg curl, use both sliders. And what you are going to do, we'll lay down, we'll curl them in, lift your butt up, and extend out slow. Curl them in, lift your butt up, and extend out slow. If you have that down, what we're going to do is curl in, lift up, and extend slow. Okay, you can even have that leg bent. Curl in, lift up, and extend slow. Keep your head down on the floor. I know a lot of people, when they extend, their head lifts up. All right, we're going to do 6 on one side, 6 on the other side. Well, maybe. My foot moved, the slider did not. Curl, extend, and slow. Drive the hip up. I always say in the gym to our members, I've never seen anybody go too high on a hip bridge. I've seen a lot of people not go high enough.
Woo.
Yeah.
Now, where are you feeling this?
The hamstrings and the booty.
That's right. For me, I feel like a little more dominant in the hamstring,
Yeah.
but I think depending on the way you're doing it, your musculature.
It's booty on the way up and then hamstring when you extend out. And that slow tempo is key. Woo!
All right. One down.
I know my mind zone's lying to me and saying that I'm not
It's
burning.
it's saying that we're napping.
It's saying that I'm taking a nap. And like my hamstrings are on fire.
I know.
Curl. Bridge. Control. Curl. Bridge. Whew.
I find that breathing in this is really pronounced. Like you can really feel that breathing helping you out.
Yeah, and what coach means is as you extend your leg, exhale.
That just helps you get a good tempo,
Come here, slider.
stay under control.
All right. And bridge and exhale. Under the leg extends.
This is when you want to have your good music on. Keep you motivated.
Your Top Gun soundtrack, your Rocky 3 soundtrack, your original Footloose soundtrack. Oops.
Woo!
Oh.
All right. on time?
I don't know, but my leg is going
Oh wow, okay, we're
faster and
at 15
faster.
seconds. That's good. We're
Woo!
under a minute now.
The grain on this turf is not conducive to us pulling the slider in.
Yeah.
30 seconds to go.
It might not work in your favor.
If you have carpet at home, maybe a little bit better. Oh my goodness.
Almost there.
We are there.
We are there.
And we can put our slider. Woo!
Is it
Warmed
hot?
up a little bit.
Get a little friction.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, the next one we're going to use our band. We're going to do 2 different banded pull-aparts. So you could do it standing, you could do it sitting, you could do it half kneeling. So what we're going to do, grab a hold. Holy crap. Pull it apart. Somebody borrow this band and warm this thing up. And pull apart, okay? We'll do that. Then we're gonna come overhead and pull down, okay? This is gonna be 6 to 8 on each one. Now, if you go and pull, it doesn't work, just grab one of them and pull apart that way.
Yeah. Right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh. You let me know if you want to trade bands, Coach. I don't want to, you know, limit your gains because I took this band.
No, I think I'm comfortable here.
Oh my goodness. And then this one I really like. Feel those shoulder blades sliding up and down. 6 to 8.
So these are really supposed to be felt in your back.
Yes.
So kind of check in with yourself, making sure that you're feeling it in that spot, especially right around the shoulder blade areas where you're really feeling that.
Feeling that pinch.
Mm-hmm.
Commonly I'll see people as they do their pull down. A lot of times people tell me, I'm really feeling this in my neck. I feel that burn in my neck. And typically what's happening is as they're pulling down, they're also looking down, okay? So what that's doing is that's straining a lot of that musculature in the neck while it's under tension. We don't want to do that. So make sure you're looking straight ahead as you're pulling down, okay?
And I think you kind of made it very pronounced, but I think people do it very slightly even, and that can have an effect too, so.
You saying I over-exaggerated? Never.
I understood the point.
Oh, I'm not over-exaggerating how challenging this band is. Wow. Perform Better is going to get you jacked.
Yeah, it's amazing how even between the first set and the second set, you're like, okay, I feel that.
People tell me, oh, I only have these bands at home. Oh, I can get you strong with some bands.
They're awesome. No set is exactly the same.
That's right. Keep you on your toes. I sure am sweaty.
That's August for you.
All right, I was just gonna say, that's how you know you're training in August. Versus in December, we're down here, it's got a space heater over there, a space heater over there.
Or at least a sweatshirt.
You're in your sweatshirt.
Pants.
Woo!
Yeah, it takes me a while to get shorts going.
Check. Yeah, getting it.
Getting some color in that zone.
Yeah. Deep, deep, deep
Oh, we're down to
breaths.
45 seconds. I think we can get another set in.
We can get one more set in. Especially if you drop it down to 6 of each, you got that.
Yeah, I think we're going to be using our bands quite a bit for the month of August, so if this is needs to be an investment, an area of investment for you, get that catalog out and order up some bands.
Compared to a dumbbell or kettlebell, I mean, they're cheap.
Yeah.
For the amount of
Versatile.
for how versatile they are,
Yeah.
they're inexpensive.
Yeah. Great for travel.
All right. Next one we're going to do is a side lunge, right? Side lunge with a curl, okay? And actually, I'm going to drop down here. So this works great if you have a dumbbell. This works great if you have a kettlebell. So I'm not even going to step into it. I'm going to keep it wide. Side lunge, curl. Side lunge, curl. So we're going to curl on the odds. Curl on the odds. Curl. I'm holding it, if you see, on the sides. It's very hard if I'm holding it on the top to curl. And by hard, I mean damn near impossible. You could, another option would be to hold it like this, side lunge, curl as well. Whatever's most comfortable for you.
Okay.
You ready, Coach?
Yep. And I guess there's dumbbells.
There's
Dumbbell variation as well.
Dumbbell variation, the easiest variation. So here. So you're curling on 1, 3, and 5.
One I'm going to try it with the side.
Side?
Yeah.
I'll put these here too. You can maybe do your third set with the dumbbells.
All right. Yeah, with the handle, it's a little bit hard to slide. That might be easier with some of the smaller kettlebells. Sometimes these present a unique challenge, being that they're bigger.
Yep. Handle's a little thicker.
Yeah.
The milling. All right, if you do 8 side lunges, then you're going to end up getting an 8 total curls. That's what I'm doing.
All right, turning it around. Getting heavier.
Yep.
Those curls are getting harder. So as you can tell, the limiting factor here on this one, weight-wise, is going to be a bicep curl. So
yes,
your legs could typically do a lot more weight unless there was some kind of injury or something.
But no,
but
we've done our kettlebell
windmill.
Yep. We've done our leg curl.
Right.
We got some power that's going to use
Some
legs.
Yep.
So you might sit there and be like, well, this isn't the... It's volume. When you look at volume, we're getting our volume in.
Right. Yes.
Every workout doesn't have to make you feel like you can't walk upstairs the next day.
Right. And those will happen. Those will definitely come. All right, so we're just under that minute mark. Whoops.
Don't forget your curl.
Make sure you get positioned in the middle of your side lunge before you go into that curl. You've got your core tightened up and engaged.
Yeah, don't curl while moving.
Right.
A lot of people ask me, is a lunge, the side lunge, more like a squat or is it more like a hinge? I love those questions because it means you're really thinking.
About it, yeah.
And the answer is, it's kind of a hybrid.
Right.
It's kind of the in-between. Woo! All right, I took it up just a little bit. I mean,
Your biceps are
well,
good.
they're not like your
Yeah,
biceps, but it was more, the side lunge was a lot more challenging.
Yeah.
Are we done?
That was it.
That's done strength, okay.
All right, strength. Strength is complete.
All right, so we will use that kettlebell again. Use that kettlebell. We're going to do a single arm clean to a half rack squat. Single arm clean to a half rack squat. So it looks like this. I'm going clean to that squat, clean to that squat. We're going to do that for 30 seconds.
And if you have the dumbbell at home, same thing, just without so much rotation. A little more rotation with that kettlebell. So.
Correct. When I say time, we're going to go kind of like squatty hingy down at the bottom. And we'll do a kettlebell figure 8. I want to see sitting back. As people start getting tired, I see this with it, so the legs start to extend. And what they're doing is saying, my legs are tired, I'm going to use my lower back. And we just don't want to use our lower back to support and brace for that. Okay?
Now, the dumbbell, that's a little more challenging to do.
Yep.
I have seen people, they can pass it around.
Depending on the size, yep.
Yeah, but if you have a kettlebell at home, that would be the better option.
The nice thing about the kettlebell versus the dumbbell is it's hard to fit the 2 hands in one dumbbell. Versus a kettlebell, very easy to fit 2 hands. So when you do the figure 8 with the dumbbell, typically you have to kind of roll it from one hand to the other. So as I come through, I can still get this motion. And I'm kind of weaving the head of the dumbbell, so it's like I'm sewing almost. But the hardest part is the transition from one hand to the other. All right.
Weapon of choice.
That's why there's no perfect piece of equipment.
Right.
Everything has its advantages. Everything has its drawbacks. So here's the timing. 30 seconds of work, immediately followed by 20 seconds of work, followed by 10 seconds of rest. Then you go immediately to the other side. 30 work, 20 work, then we'll have a minute rest. So 30, 20, 10, 30, 20, 1 minute. We'll do it twice.
2 times 3.
2 times 3. All right, Coach, I would recommend that we start on our non-dominant side. Ready?
Yes.
And begin. Clean and squat. Clean and squat. Clean.
All right, guys, so this is the power section. We want to get the speed going a little bit. Add some speed to your movement pattern.
Use those legs. And time. Figure 8. Flat back, don't round.
Woo!
Time. We're getting ready for the other side. We're going in 5 seconds.
Oh,
I know. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Clean.
Good thing we left the stronger side for the finish. I know you guys at home have been working on your clean technique.
5 more seconds, that'll get you one more. And time.
Woo!
10 more seconds. Then we have a 1-minute rest. And time. Holy legs and booty, Batman.
Ooh. Yeah, that minute rest will be appreciated.
Woo!
Well, my heart rate is up.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Oh yeah. Screaming. Like a toddler that didn't get its way.
Tell you, we'll just be coming down. I'll be
Time to go.
right into
Jack it right back up.
Yeah.
I was like, some of the ones I liked about last month was there was like a longer, maybe 90 seconds or 2-minute even rest in between some of those breaks in our cardio core so that you really could get that heart rate down.
Yeah, get regenerated.
All right. You ready, Coach?
Ready?
All right. Oh no, that's good. Just a little bit more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Boom. And squat. Don't forget about that squat. The clean is butt back. The squat is up and down. Ten more seconds.
I was like counting it out, like I had so many X amount of reps to do. And then you gave the time, I was like, oh yeah.
Time! Right into our big 8s. Woo!
Right at the edge of those handles. That's what you can grab a hold of if you've got that kettlebell.
Time!
Woo!
10 seconds, that's it.
Okay,
All right, last one.
that's it.
Oh,
That's the way we get through it.
ready? And here we go. Pop and squat. Hopefully if this is the first time you're doing it, you didn't pick that super heavy weight. If you did, you'll know for next time. And time.
Tell you, we started out here, I had some goosebumps.
You did?
Now I am
Oh,
sweating.
I'm dripping. I feel it like going down my body. And time.
Woo!
Ooh.
Gladly put that weight off to the side. Grab a drink.
I know we practiced that one to make sure it worked. I don't remember it being, that was challenging. When we practice these, it'll be like, send a message. What do you think about this with this? I don't know. Let's try it. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that works. But I think at the end of a full program, after doing all the other stuff, it's like,
Well, that way you won't walk away thinking, that was easy.
oh no. Now you know why those side lunges weren't some sort of squat motion
Right.
or some, hard forward, lunge or something like that.
Yep.
Because my legs are done.
Yeah.
They're cooked. They're overdone. Well done. All right.
Good thing we stopped at 2 sets.
Yeah. I mean, that was 5 minutes of
Yeah.
straight
Some
power
good
and
work.
core. Yeah. Whew. All right. What do you want to start with, Coach? We need something.
Want to do a chest stretch?
Sure. Standing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like standing.
I like this standing.
All right.
I felt a lot of kind of chest and shoulder action in those presses that could use.
If you have a
some
wall, this is great. If you have a post or one of those support
door
beams,
frame or
door frame, something like that in your basement or your office or wherever your home gym is. All right, another one I like for the chest and shoulders is if you reach up nice and high and kind of lean into it.
Kind of like when you're doing child's pose, but
It's like a standing child's pose.
yeah.
But your hips aren't your limit. And notice in child's pose, a lot of times, people who don't get all the way back, their limiting factor is their hip mobility, not how tight their chest is.
Right.
Speaking of child's pose, let's take it on the floor. Good transition, Coach. Oh, child's pose.
And you can, if you want to get more of a kind of a quad emphasis, spread your feet out a little bit more. You can get your hips back further.
Yeah, so you can get them down. And let's come up, hands and knees, arch the back up nice and high.
That head hang heavy.
Yeah.
Give your neck a stretch after those chest presses.
And drop your belly button down to the floor. And this is one I also see a lot of people, having your tops of your feet down on the ground or your shoelaces down on the ground. When we're in a quadruped position, it's good to tuck your toes under. That's going to give you a nice anchor to the floor. Now, we're going to put our hand behind our head, and we're going to look up the elbow towards the ceiling. This one makes it hard to breathe. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And down. Let's get the other side. Yeah, that one don't work. This side's broken. You need to take it to the body shop. Get work on. All right. Forward into our cobra pose. And let's bring one leg up underneath, and we're going to sink down.
Ooh. So you were like, why didn't we have that fan on?
True that.
Yeah, it is a little noisy though.
We'll have to get a quieter fan.
Yeah, a silent fan.
And let's
Other side.
switch sides.
I hope you guys are not missing out on these stretches. So if you're with us still and you're getting those stretches in, kudos, because this is an important part of the workout.
Especially when we talk about longevity, right? And our living fit 40 and beyond. When we're talking about that beyond, that longevity factor, mobility and flexibility is going to be huge. It's going to be huge. We've never had a population like ours that has sat for as many hours as our demographic has. And so as we age, we're going to see the ramifications from that. And it is completely reversible. So if you can't touch your toes, you can. We can change that.
We can work on that.
We can add mobility. We can add flexibility. We can add range of motion. And that is something that as you get into your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, hundreds, You are
I know,
going
it
to
sounds kind of miserable right now.
you're going to want to have that mobility.
Yes.
I just kept counting. I was like, I've got a lot of years left.
I know.
That's a long time away.
Yeah.
So, whoo, that was a good one. Never miss a Monday. Make it every Monday in August. If you're on vacation, do something. It doesn't necessarily have to be this, but move. Go take a water aerobics class. Go for a jog. Go for a bike ride. Go hike the boardwalk. Go do some laps in the ocean.
Just keep moving.
Keep moving. Get that exercise in. Eat right, drink right, sleep right, move right. Do it right. Coach, as always,
High five.
thank you. Everybody out there,
High five to you out
high
there.
five. Make sure you subscribe, like, do all those things that you do on YouTube. If you have comments for us, leave them. We read them. And let people know about us. If you haven't joined Living Fit 40 and Beyond, go to that Facebook page. It's free. We do all kinds of fun stuff on there. And we will see you at the next workout.